What's up guys and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm gonna be releasing part 9 of What If Deku was Madara's grandson. You guys destroyed the like and you gave me 207. I can't believe it, you passed the 200 like goal and you gave me 207. So for this one, let's see if you can break this one. Give me 210 likes and you'll be getting the next part as soon as possible as it's completed. And I'm sorry I didn't post this What If earlier because I was working on something else. It's called What If Deku was a vampire. It's basically Deku got kidnapped by some scientists and he's now with a girl who has been turned to a vampire too, and he bring her at his home. So you guys really need to watch this. It's gonna be fun and exciting all the way through the episode. It's gonna be under this What If, so just go and check it out. It's just part 1, but get it past 80 likes and you'll be getting the next part. Yeah, I'll be doing the next part, the script for tomorrow, so yeah, you'll be getting it tomorrow. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Start the intro for part 9.
Remember the moment you left me alone and broke every promise you ever made. I was an ocean, lost in the open. Nothing can take the pain away. So you can throw me to the wall. Tomorrow I will come back, leader of the whole pack. Paint me black and blue. Everyone will shake me, every scar will build my throne.
A little bit of recap. The last time Team Cell faced off against Zabuza, they end up defeating him and Naruto showed them a little bit new moves. Naruto showed them some of his new moves after fighting Zabuza. Switch across to the playlist so you guys can check that out. After they beat Zabuza, Kakashi was about to kill him. Then Haku came there flinging needles to paralyze him and make it seem like he was dead. The needles hit him some vital points, but he wasn't dead. It was just like a way to trick people. After Kakashi felt his neck and tested him and thought he was dead, Haku told him that he needs the body to deliver to the land of Wave. He was a mercenary. He was like one of those guys who went after extremely dangerous wanted people. So Tazuna decided to bring him back to his house for a little bit of rest. And Kakashi passed out. Naruto summoned 4 shadow clones and they carried Kakashi off. While Team 7 and Tazuna walked through their village. They walked through Tazuna village and the people around them, they have on dirty clothes. You can see in their eyes like it was just pure despair. They looked like they didn't have future, like they just waiting to die. Naruto looking around, then he continued his journey and walking and looking at the road straight ahead of him. He was walking until a stranger bumped right into him. Then he noticed that the stranger went for his wallet. So Naruto just played it calm, and after the man started to walk off and think that he got away, Naruto grabbed his hands and said, "You picked the wrong person to rob, buddy." Naruto just simply twisted his wrists and take the wallet out of his hands and kicked away his feet, and the man dropped on the ground. Naruto just looked at him and just walked away. They arrived at Azuna's house. It was a pretty decent 2-story house, and it was very close to the ocean. The bridge builder walked up to the door, he banged on it, and he called out a name and said it was me. "Open the door," he yelled. The door opened as quickly as the bridge builder said it was me. And then Team 7 saw a beautiful young lady in her mere 20s. She opened the door and looked at him and said, "Dad, thank God you're alright." "Of course am I alright. Yes, it's all because of these ninja." He turned and pointed behind him. She looked over her father's shoulder and looked towards the ninjas and said, "Thank you all very much." Then she blinked and turned towards Naruto and saw the 3 copies of him. Seeing them carrying a silver-haired man, she said, "Oh my, is he alright?" "He's fine," the real Naruto said. "He take charge for the moment. Is there a place that he can rest?" "Of course," she said. She opened the door wider. "I'll show you the bedroom. You guys can put him there." Everyone followed her into the house. She opened the first door on the right, and the clowns went in there and put Kakashi down. And he was staying there to rest, and then the clones, with a job well done, they vanish. The bridge builder daughter thought that it was some sort of jutsu because in the land of waves, these guys aren't popular with like the specific jutsu or the shell clones or anything because it was a poor country and they're not really in the spotlight. So she just walked off. Sakura went in and sat down beside Kakashi. "Are you going to be alright, Sensei?" she asked with concern in her voice. "Yeah," Kakashi said in a strained voice. He has been awake for a minute or so. But he said, "I won't be able to walk for a week or so." It is because of the Sharingan, Naruto thought. It is because Kakashi isn't a Uchiha. It put a great strain on his body since it is not able to harness the bloodline and the limitless, fully potential. All of them were silent for a little because they were thinking of what happened and what should their next move be. Tozune decided to speak first and break the ice. "We defeated the strong ninjas. Why are your face so gloom? We will be safe for a while." Sakura was the first one to ask about the guy in the mask who came for Zabuza. Kakashi then explained what is his purpose and what he's going to do with the body because a ninja body has like secrets about it and the medical team would use their expertise to extract all of those secrets. So they didn't want the body of Zabuza to fall in any other hands that can expose their village for some sort of reason. Sakura was thinking in her mind, so after they're finished with him, they're gonna cut Zabuza up in pieces. She was trying to imagine it, then she got scared and she shook her head. Then Naruto said, "I'm not so sure." "What do you mean?" Sakura asked. "What are you not so sure about, Naruto?" Sakura then continued to ask him. Naruto thought in his head that he's going to give them an early warning. The hunter ninjas usually dispose of the body right there and right when they kill the person or right when the person dies, so no one could get the body for to examine it for secrets. Kakashi is one eye widened in sudden realization. Naruto was right. "So what?" Sakura asked. She didn't have any clue what Naruto was talking about. Naruto said, "Didn't you see how that masked boy dispelled of Zabuza's body?" Sakura asked, "What are you talking about, Naruto? How can we know that?" "Because the masked man took the body with him. He didn't need to carry the whole body for proof of Zabuza's death. If he needed the proof, he would have taken Zabuza's head and that weapon he used to kill Zabuza, simple needles." Sasuke thought in his head, "No way! What are you guys talking about?" the bridge builder asked. Kakashi took a deep breath. "Well, most likely in the deep forest far away from Tazuna's house." Zabuza was lying on the ground while the hunter ninja reached into his pouch and take out a scroll. He slammed his hands on it and then a clip came out. It was like a small medical ninja tool that the medical ninjas use to remove small objects. So he went there with it and trying to take out his needles in Zabuza's neck. As he was about to take them out, Zabuza grabbed his hands and said, "Don't touch. I'll do that for myself." The hunter ninja was shocked and surprised. "You already come back to life." Zabuza grunted while pulling the needles out of his neck. "You know you can really die, don't you, if you pull them out so carelessly?" Zabuza just grunted. "How long are you going to wear that stupid mask?" he asked. "I like this mask," the hunter replied. "It reminds me of the old days." Despite talking about that, he reached up and was about to take off the mask, and he said, "And if I didn't have this mask, they would have certainly killed you." He took off the mask and suddenly went to Zabuza's aid and realized that he has much more wounds on him than usual. You should be alright, he said, but you will have to rest for about a week. But knowing you, you'll probably be about and about doing other things sooner, right? Zabuza looked at him at the corner of his eyes and said, "You're so smart." That's what I liked about you. He stood up. Then he looked at Zabuza one more time and said, "The mist, it's being cleared." And then he looked at Zabuza and said, "Next time, when you fight those ninja, will you be alright?" Zabuza said, "Don't worry. Next time, I will take care of the Sharingan. For sure, I will not let it beat me again." Skipping back to the bridge builder house, you can hear a loud scream. Sakura screamed out, "What do you mean Zabuza is alive? Kakashi-sensei, you checked him and you said he was dead." "Keep your damn voice down," Naruto said to her. "I am sure the Hokage at the Leaf Village can hear you from here," he said while rubbing his ears. Naruto thought again in his mind, "I really feel sorry for the person who is going to marry her." Kakashi said, "Yes, I did check him, but that was perhaps a momentary death. That ninja who attacked him, that flinged those needles, was probably one of his subordinates or his friend." So decided to speak now. That hunter ninja used those needles. A hunter ninja know every vital spot or part of your body, so it is pretty easy for him to fake Zabuza's death by not merely hitting a vital points, so it could seem that Zabuza was dead at the moment. Kakashi nodded and picked up where Naruto left off. First, the hunter ninja carried the heavy body of Zabuza when he could have just taken the head for proof, and he used a weapon that has a low probability of killing him. These 2 points intercade that his motive. At that moment, his motive was not to kill Zabuza, it was to save him. "Basically what you're saying is Zabuza is still alive," Sakura said. Kakashi said, "Yes, that is what I'm saying." This information that Zabuza was alive affected everyone different in the room. Sasuke was smirking because he wanted to fight Zabuza again to prove that he's worthy and he should be known as the strongest Uchiha. As well, when he defeats Zabuza by his own hands, he was moved one step closer to Itachi. But Sakura was feeling worried and upset. She knew that she had no chance of helping in a fight like this. All if she was able to protect the bridge builder, she knew that Zabuza can kill him and her without ease. She wasn't cut out for this sort of fight. Kakashi said, "So we have to prepare for the worst. Plus, if Zabuza is dead or alive, there is no other option to know if Gato hasn't hired a stronger opponent to take you out, Tazuno." "But what can we do?" Sakura asked, frightening of thinking about the thought of just to see Zabuza again. "This mission has just gotten worse than better. I mean, we are just Genins, and you can't even move, Kakashi-sensei," she said. Kakashi said, "You guys are going to receive training." Sakura asked, "What is a little bit of training going to do? Our enemy is a ninja you struggle against, even though you were using your Sharingan. So how are we going to take him on?" Her voice sounded very worried. "Sakura," Kakashi said, seeing her worried. "Who saved me while I was struggling?" he asked her. Everyone turned around to look at Naruto. Technically, he had saved Kakashi and everyone from Zabuza. "Yeah, he did, but you guys are growing rapidly." He turned at Naruto to give him an ice smile. Kakashi thought, so his element is fire and wind. His fire is better than Sasuke too. Sakura and Sasuke looked at Naruto. They are wondering in their mind who is helping him. Sakura thought, after all this time, he seemed better and he acts different. And he is totally smarter than he used to be. The way he talks now, it seemed like Naruto is a totally different person. I cannot believe the dope managed to do so well, Sasuke thought. He must be getting some other training from someone. This dope couldn't be so good. Who is training him privately though? And why does he have someone teaching him privately on the side while I and Uchiha do not? Kakashi then breathed. He break everyone's thought and said, "This is just training for you guys to get better. You guys won't be able to beat Zabuza without me. But if Zabuza is alive, he could attack us at any time. So, shouldn't we be training?" Sakura said. "Sakura," Naruto said, "Zabuza was injured too, more than Kakashi, and plus, he was put in a dead-like state, so his body will take a longer while to heal up," he told her. "So he wouldn't be coming after us in any time soon." "He is right, Sakura," Kakashi said. "So we will train in this time period." Kakashi was amazed by Naruto, like his medical knowledge. "Isn't it a little bit late for that?" Naruto said. "And here I thought that you will never train us." Kakashi's come to his own defense and said, "Naruto, I trained you guys. Yeah, in teamwork exercising." "Then you continued to reading that porn of yours," Naruto said back. "I am talking to training our individual skills, Kakashi sensei." "Teamwork is important," Kakashi said. "I didn't say that teamwork isn't important, but you know as well that individual abilities is important too. If we cannot fight properly by ourselves, it doesn't matter if our teamwork is flawless, we will still be weak when it comes to teamwork." Kakashi nodded at that point. Naruto said, "Anyway, what kind of training are you talking about?" "It is tree walking," Kakashi answered. "But sensei, we already know how to climb a tree," Sakura told him. "I will pass. I already know how to do this simple chakra controlling training," Naruto said calmly. "Chakra control training?" Sasuke asked. Kakashi nodded. "Yes, when I said tree walking, I wasn't joking. This is a training to use your chakra to stick your legs to the tree and walk on it." Kakashi was about. He was going to show the two members tomorrow because Sakura and Sasuke wanted to learn it, because if Naruto could do it, it was easy, they thought. "Why do you guys even bother?" Everyone turned around to see a kid about 6 to 8 years old. "Oh, Inari, where were you?" the bridge builder asked in greeting, holding out his arms as the kid ran to him to give him a hug. "Welcome back, Grandpa," Inari said before glaring at the leaf ninjas. The bridge builder daughter followed behind Inari and said, "Inari, say hello to these people. They are the people who protected Grandpa." "But Mom, there is no reason. They are just going to die." Everyone looked angry or surprised when he said that. The bridge builder and his daughter just sighed. The little boy said there is no way they can win against Gato. "Man, this kid is more emo than you, Sasuke," Naruto commented and looking at Sasuke. He received an angry grunt from Sakura and Sasuke, while Kakashi tried not to laugh at the comment. Inari turned around and made his way to the door and said, "If you don't want to die, all of you should just leave." "Inari, where are you going?" his mother asked him in a worried voice. "To look at the ocean from my room," he said before leaving, slamming the door shut right behind him. "I'm sorry about that," Tsuzuno said as he looked at all the leaf ninjas. "Whatever," Naruto said, "that kid has a serious problem. Anyone that is more emo than the emo-est Uchiha in the Leaf Village has a serious problem." "Shut up, Naruto," Sakura said as she tried to hit him, but she was about to hit him, then a puff of smoke and Naruto was replaced by Sasuke and she couldn't stop in time and she ended up punching Sasuke in his face. That punch sent Sasuke flying to the other side of the room. Naruto said, my, what did your beloved Sasuke did to you, Sakura? As he turned and looked at Sasuke and said his left eye swollen purple. Then he turned back to Sakura and said, he will hate you forever now. Sakura screamed out in horror as she realized what she had done. She rushed over to him and apologized to him and trying to nurse his eye. Never a dull moment when Naruto is around, Kakashi thought. The next day, Team 7 followed Kakashi out into the clearing and they stopped. Kakashi was using crutches because after that battle he still needs something to hold him up. So they followed him until they stopped in front of a huge tree. Okay, we will start the training now, Kakashi said. Sakura asked, so what are we going to do? Kakashi gave all of them an eye smile and said, you're going to learn how to do tree climbing. Sasuke went straight to the point. How is climbing a tree going to help us get stronger? I am glad you asked that, Sasuke, Kakashi said. On the other side of being able to fight on any surface, you will be able to control your chakra better. Kakashi walked up to a tree with his crutches. He put his hand sign and channeled chakra into his feet. He put one of his foot on the tree stump and then the other. Suddenly he was walking up the tree, defying gravity. He went on a branch and standing upside down, he looked at Sakura and Sasuke. The both of them were shocked. Wait a minute, where is Naruto? He said. And then he heard a familiar voice beside him. Nice view, isn't it? Kakashi turned his head and saw Naruto standing beside him, upside down on the tree too. He was telling the truth. Bye, Kakashi-sensei, Naruto said as he released the chakra from his feet and fell down to the ground, landing on his feet. She then tell his other two students, the feet is the hardest place to channel your chakra, so if you can master that, you'll be able to use all sorts of jutsu. He flinged two kunais at their feet and said measure it from there, so you can start running from there. Then he turned to Naruto and said, so, do you want any help? No thank you, Naruto said. Then he vanished in a puff of smoke. Kakashi thought, a shadow clone. Then he took out his orange book and started reading it. Sasuke thought to himself, how is this possible that this no class loser dope is better than me? I have always been the best. How is this possible that he's better than me now? What is going on? I won't let the dope beat me. He picked up a kunai and he ran to the nearest tree. In the middle of the forest, far away from his team, Naruto said, wood clone, wood release. A stump grew out of the ground. Then it took human form and an exact copy of Naruto stood in front of him. Do you know what to do? The real Naruto asked. The clone nodded at him. Okay. Then Naruto disappeared into his vortex. Back on the Uzumaki Island, Naruto appeared there and he went inside of the cave and something rose up from the ground beside him. It was a white-black figure. It was Denki. Denki was right beside him. Denki was the one he used to cover his body to turn into Ryu and went to the Hokage's office. Denki started to use some hand sign. Naruto nodded at Denki. He walked up to the wooden gate and touched it, and like magic, it extracted back into the ground. The wall had a lot of symbols on it, and the Uzumaki symbol in the middle, a swirling. Naruto then bit his thumb and did a hand sign, put it on the gate, then it released there was a barrier around it. Naruto then walked inside. It was full of a large amount of chakra inside, and in there was just full of killing intense. So if a normal ninja came here, he couldn't stand it. But Naruto was far from a normal ninja. He ignored it and made his way to his destination while Denki is followed behind him. Inside of the dark cave, there was a large gate, another gate, with something inside of it. A single red eye opened as the thing inside of it moved, as it saw something moving towards it. The thing stepped up to the gate and the light shined on it, and you can see the 9 long tails fluttering all around. It was a 9-tailed fox. He possessed the body of a human, yes. Madara did something to him after he extracted him out of Naruto. He had a human figure, but he had the 9 tails, yes, and he had thumbs and everything. The fox glared at the 2 persons standing outside of the cage. So, you are the almighty 9-tail, the most powerful tail beast. The 9-tail felt the presence. He felt this chakra before because he felt this chakra a long time when he was inside of Naruto, and he said, "Who are you?" But he doesn't really know his name because Naruto was a baby at that time. He said, "Who are you?" Naruto steps out in the presence and said, "My name is Uzumaki Naruto." The fox saw his face and his both eyes widened. "You are the 4th Hokage and Kushina's son." The fox sent a killing intent towards Naruto, so the fox was the one sending the killing intent everywhere. Madara did something to him to give him a human form, but he has the 9 tails. He was like contained, yeah. So, the fox said now, "And you are the grandson of him." He growled at Naruto. "Why are you here?" the fox said. My, Naruto said. "Aren't you happy to see your former host?" Fox just glared at him, and Naruto said, "The reason I am here, because I want to make you a deal with you." Naruto said this in a perfectly normal tone. "No," the fox said, "I do not want to deal with his grandson. Your chakras are similar as his." The fox is now talking about Madara. The fox growled and sent some of his chakra to Naruto, but before it could reach him, Denki stepped into the way and absorbed the fox chakra, shocking him. "What?" "Well, meet Denki. He is byproductive of your chakra and the first Hokage cell." Naruto said. He smirked at the fox, seeing the fox's face shock. "He has a unique power. He can absorb any chakra, especially tail beasts, and use it as his own." He turned to Denki and said, "Restrain him." Denki nodded, and he created some hand seals, and some tree root raised from the ground and wrapped around the fox, so the fox couldn't move. "You're right, fox. My chakra is like my grandfather, but unlike him, I don't believe all tail beasts are mindless. I believe all of them has their own personality and emotion. Anyway, I have an offer. It will benefit the 2 of us." "No, not with you. Not with his grandson," the 9-tailed roared as he tried to break free. The reason why he was contained in a human body, it wasn't really a human body. He had all the features of the fox, but it has all the fur and everything, but he has a hand and feet and everything, and he has a 9-tail swinging behind him. It's because of this giant gate. So if this gate was supposed to come down, his chakra would overflow and he would turn back into the full form of the fox. But this gate was kind of subduing him a little bit. It was a special creation of Madara. "I see, you do not want to make a deal with me," Naruto said. As he lowered his head, his whole body was covered in a thick black chakra. Naruto's chakra and the aura was more even sinister than the 9-tailed chakra. It was more like deadlier. Naruto looks at the fox and his eyes change into the Mangekyou Sharingan with the stars. The fox thought in his own head, his chakra is more dark and sinister than mine. In a calm tone, Naruto said, "I wanted to give you a chance, but you threw it away, so I have no other option." The fox growled at him. "What are you?" Naruto said, "You will obey me." Naruto's eyes manipulate the 9-tailed vision as he started to take control of the fox. The eyes of the fox transformed into the Sharingan. After that, they were changed into a dark circular purple with a ring around it. "You will be staying here until the times come," Naruto said. But guys, this is where I end this, guys. Yeah, this is where I end it. If you want to see next part, get this at 210 likes, and you'll be getting the next part as soon as possible, guys. So yeah, next part's gonna be really interesting because Naruto has a plan for the fox. Naruto. Okay, guys. So yeah, get this at 210, and you'll be getting the next part soon as possible. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.